The first day I made a lot of mistake by taking the wrong train, or he didn't get off where I was supposed to get off to connect to another train. So I'm not going to make that mistake today and wasting so much time. So now in this video I'm going to show you guys not to make that same mistake and waste so much time going back and forth between train lines. Here's another thing, I keep making a mistake. See, in Japan, they're driving on the other side of the wheel. So I have to stand on the left hand side and let the right hand side go. But in the US, we stand on the right hand side and the left hand side is passing lane. So many people. This is where we need to go. Upon my arrival at the airport, I was asking the information booth how I'm gonna get to the hotel where I'm staying, and of course she gave me one of those maps, which is this one over here. Okay, and then you see she drew a circles, like what line I should take and all that stuff to my hotel. But the problem is that it's really confusing for me since the first time here in Japan, and as a New Yorker, I'm very familiar how the transact work, and I went to London before and have no problem reading the map, and also I went to Norway, Sweden, you know, I don't have no problem reading any of that maps, but I have problem over here in Japan. The reason is that in my experience, there are many trains that go on one station, but they actually go on a different direction. So I don't know which one I'm supposed to get on. That's supposed to go to my hotel. So I waited for about 30 minutes and I tried to study a little bit, like, you know, I read all the train sign and I still couldn't get it. I don't know where the train's going. So I tried to talk to some Japanese people. You know, one can't even say the number 5. So if you can't say 5, she just pointed my phone and say, you know, the number, you know, 5. You know, I was like, 5? She's like, yeah. So I was like, what is she trying to tell me? You know, I couldn't get it. So I finally found a white guy over there on the train station. So he looked like he know what he's doing. So I went up to him. I was like, hey, you look like you know what you're doing, but can you tell me how this train work? He looked at me, he started laughing. He was like, do I? I actually not sure because it's my first time here too. So I'm like, oh man. But he did give me a really good tip. Now here, I'm gonna show it to you guys, okay? So you can see the Google map over here. Not this Google map, but this one right here. So all you have to do is click on it, and for example, okay, let's say the place that you wanted to go, like this morning I went to this place called Meiji Jingu. Okay, so all I have to do is just type in something like this, and all you have to do is just click on go. As you can see, it's pop up right here. So all you have to do is just click direction, and then on the bottom all you have to do is just click on it and it will pop up something like this. Okay, so you click on the lines over here and we'll show you what station you're going to need to go, what train you're supposed to take, and how many stops and how many minutes you walk after you get. And of course you can click on the overview over here and show you the route of the train. So while you're on the train over here, inside the subway underneath, underground. Even though you are underground, you still get internet. I mean, in some area it's not very good, but most of the time it's pretty good. You see this blue dot over here? You see this blue dot over here? That's actually where a cell phone at. And while you in motion, and the blue dot will move. Make sure you check on it so you know that you're not taking the wrong train or going to the different direction. Just remember, the train go either, you know, east or west, or north and south. So so it doesn't mean that, you know, when you get down to the underground, you know, you take whatever train they come on and say, oh, that's F train, and I'm jump onto it. You know, it may go to the different direction. So make sure that you read the details over on the app, and it will tell you, go take the local train or the express train to whatever direction you are heading to, and then you're not going to have any problem. But here's the thing though, you have to be careful on changing the lane, and sometimes, you know, you may have to jump onto another train. So take your time, don't rush to it. Everybody's rushing over here. Japan, everybody running. It's just like New York. I thought New York have a lot of people till I got here in Tokyo, and it's a lot of people everywhere. It's just people. It's just so many people, and you see many people running and trying to catch a train. They're running late for work. You know, just take your time. Don't stand in the middle. If you're not sure where you're going, you see a sign, walk to the side, like by the pole or whatever, that you're not blocking anybody, and read the sign carefully. Like, you know, where you should go, what train you should catch. Just read the sign carefully, what direction you go to, and stay out of everybody's way, and you will be fine. Just take your time, in no rush, because it's gonna cost you more time to take the wrong train, and then you have to jump out the next station and then find a way to come back to this direction again and try to catch the same catch on the next train. So my advice to you is just take your time, read all the signs, you'll be fine. And here's another thing. In Japan, Tokyo at least, that they do have Uber. However, it's a Uber black car. That's the lowest service, which is really expensive anywhere you go. So I prefer to take the subway. I always prefer to take the subway, because this way you learn the system, how it works and everything. And it's very convenient here in Tokyo. You can pretty much get anywhere just by taking the subway, as long as you know what you're doing. From here to here. So as you can see, just now I had to change train now. So I got off, and on the Google map, it will blur it out, like where I already took the train, the route and everything. So now I'm going to the new line. So in Japan, I find that they're taking the two-way is very serious over here. Not only the cars, but also for people walking on the sidewalk. As you can see, there's a yellow line over here. So the other side is for people to go the opposite way, and this side, people to go the other way around. That's pretty cool. Not everybody follows, but I've seen a lot of people follow that rule. Look at this. That's a cemetery. People actually happy to work at McDonald's in Japan.